Casey of Liv again, you guys, back at Sea Otter. And she is gonna help me put some new tires on my bike. I'm super stoked to try out some bigger gravel tires, a little more tread. And instead of having someone else do it for me, well, Casey's gonna partially do and then help me do it myself too. So it's a good little video of kind of how to set up for tubeless and take off tires and reset. So enjoy. Also, so I'm currently have tubes, so this will be fun to kind of go through the process of I know completely taking off tube tires and going tubeless.
Okay, here you go.
All right.
So we're gonna come to this side.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead, and we might need a 5. Oh yeah, no, that's right. Okay, and then awesome. Yep. So you're removing the axle, so you can. So you can take the wheel out, and the first thing we're going to do is inspect the wheel to see what we need to convert this to tubeless. The collar is loose. Typically when you have a tube in there, you want the collar just snug up against that.
Oh.
That's okay. So we're going to actually, it's fine to take that off right now. And we're going to take the cap off, and we're going to let the air out. So I'll let you do that. So unscrew that. Yep.
And then just like push it.
Yep. There you go. Awesome. Now we can take that collar off. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to break the tire bead away from the rim.
Okay.
So we're just going to go like that. So just go ahead and do that all the way around. You heard it pop, that first pop.
Yeah, that's breaking the bead.
Yep, get it completely away from the rim. Yep, that's just going to help us remove the tire. And I can see as you're doing that, you've got some nice tape in there. So
we don't have to go find.
We probably don't need to retape, but we'll inspect the tape to make sure.
Okay.
Okay, now do the other side.
Okay.
Yep. Perfect. I'm going to grab you a tire lever. So when we're using the tire levers, you can see it's got this little hook right here. It's like a spoon.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to want to hook that under the first bead of the tire. So
is the bead just this, like, they just call this inner part the bead?
Yeah. So this square part here typically will have a wire inside.
Okay.
And that is the bead that actually fits inside of this channel of your wheel.
Okay. Because, like, I've, definitely heard the term, but never really thought about what exactly the bead is. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna just hook that bead here, right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can usually just go from here, but to make it easier, you can add a second. So I'll get it started for you. Okay, so you're gonna slide that in, and I might even come down a little further. And we're gonna actually let some more air out here. Okay, so then we're gonna hook in under that bead, pull over, and then what I'm going to do is I'm locking this arm out. I'm using my body weight leverage. Whoops. Yeah, we don't need that second one.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to push down with my body, and I'm trying to pull this over the rim.
Right. Okay.
So I'm going to have you try that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. There we go. We're released on that side.
Yeah. So now what you can do, first I would probably just pull the tube out. So we're going to just move this out of the way. Go ahead and grab it.
Right at this stem here.
Pull it straight out. Yep. And then pull it out. Yep. Awesome. And now what you can do is you can literally just pull this up and over.
Okay. Put that there for a minute.
Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to inspect the rim tape.
Okay.
And I would say, personally, this is a terrible rim tape job. What I'm looking at is how this rim tape goes up inside of this channel.
Oh, here, let's show what that.
So to see how it comes up to the top here.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We don't want that.
Right. Okay.
It should not come up onto the walls.
I see.
That's one thing. And then just looking right now for any damage on the rim tape. So it's looking pretty good. Other than that, issue right at the rim.
And now, is that because you don't want the rim tape up on the wall, because when we're going tubeless, you want that seal to be right up against the metal of the rim?
Exactly. Okay. Yep. That's going to help us create a tighter seal. So a couple things we can do. Typically, like, I would say retape it.
Okay.
Some people, if they don't want to go through retaping it, might take a razor, but that can damage your rim.
Right.
So, yeah, so I would retape it.
Okay, quick untape job of the rim tape here.
The hull, so it's nice and wet.
All right, cleaning up.
And really, I'd like to get most of any of the leftover sticky out. I really just want to, and alcohol really does good at getting that out. Look at that, it just comes right off.
Wow, yeah.
So we want to get this nice and clean with alcohol. Oh yeah, this is cleaning up great.
Oh, this is going to be good.
I can tell you that it's not always this easy. So taping. Couple things here. One, I want to keep it out of the dirt, obviously.
Yeah, so it's sitting on her feet there, if you guys can see that.
So you're going to start, here's where the valve comes out.
Okay.
So we're going to start 2 spoke holes past that.
Okay.
And that's where I'm going to start my tape. I'm going to get this tape centered, right? And down inside of that channel of the tire. Okay, so I'm going to... This is probably the hardest part, just getting it started properly. 1, 2.
Right.
Perfectly centered. Without letting the sides of the tape get up on the side of the rim. So now this is the part that's important. Okay. You want to keep firm tension on the tape, and we want to make sure that we're getting it fully seated in that channel.
Okay.
So to do that, I just wish I had a clean ground. I'm just going to use my foot. I'm going to pull tight, and I'm going to use my thumb here to press it down into the center. And then I'm going to use this thumb to make sure it's fully seated in there. All the way up. And that is not tight enough. I want it nice and tight and fully seated in here without any bubbles.
How do you know if it's tight enough?
It won't have these dumb bubbles. That is not tight enough. And a lot of people are like, it's fine.
Right.
Not me.
Yes.
We're going to tape it properly.
Yes.
So it just takes it really takes a lot of pressure.
Effort, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 holes past the valve hole. Okay, so if you guys remember what it looked like the first time, that tape was kind of up and down the sidewall there, and now we can clearly see like the same amount of wall all the way around. So such a clean job, Casey.
Step is we're gonna need to put a new valve in.
Okay.
Okay, I'll grab that. Okay. So the main thing when you're installing a tubeless valve is it's got a rubber back here.
Okay.
And we really want that rubber back to be fully seated inside of that hole.
Okay.
We're gonna make sure that's fully seated. So to do that, what I typically do is I'll set this on my shoe or something soft. I don't want to put it on the gravel.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, oh wait, I don't want to set it down because I know I don't want to dent the rim
or damage the tape.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a blunt object, like I'm using this rubber, to press this in, because we really want that rubber to seal any kind of air. So I'm pressing that in nice and tight, and then I'm going to install this ring on to keep it in place.
Okay.
Now this ring, we never want that tight. I'm not taking a tool to tighten it on. I'm just going to finger tight.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to just have something to press on. Look down the channel. You can see it's squished in there.
Yeah. I see it's like kind of pushed the tape up around it.
Yeah, let me show you this too. Okay. So this is what it looks like before it's pressed in.
Oh yeah.
And now you can see it's completely in there.
So I don't know if you guys can see super well.
Okay. Cool. Now we're going to put the tire on. So a couple things when you're putting a tire on. One, they're typically directional.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to first find the directional arrow on here. And it's not real obvious often. It's like in the black.
Oh, like in the rubber part.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. See it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So there it is there. Okay,
So,
direction that way.
So
this way.
Which way does the wheel spin?
Wait, I'm going. This is front tire. This way.
Yes,
Okay.
Yep. And we know the brakes go on this side, so we know it's going to go this way.
Okay.
Okay. So now we know the direction. We want to make sure we keep this tire this way.
Yep.
But now we're going to line up the the label with this. So we want it centered over that. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Good. Okay. So now what we're going to do to install this is we're just going to install the outer piece on this outer piece. So the outer part of this tire is just going over the outer part of this rim.
Okay.
Okay. So also we want this kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Like this. So we're just going to go around and try and keep it down in the middle. And that's just going to give us extra space. There's a couple different ways we can do this. You can see here, I've got just this outside piece in, right?
Yep.
Now it's a little tight here, but it's easy enough to work in with my hands, I believe. Anytime you can use your hands over a tool, you want to do that. Okay. The reason is so that if I don't have to put a tool on my wheel, that is less chances of damage, right?
Oh, okay.
So if I can do it with my bare hands, awesome. So that's really the only reason. And it doesn't hurt. Obviously, they're tool specific so it's fine. But if you don't have to, you shouldn't.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is now that we have that first bead in, we can put the other bead in.
Okay.
Right? So what I like to do is I just start you can start at the valve or opposite the valve or wherever, but I'm going to start with my thumbs together and then I'm going to work my thumbs away. And I'm just pinching and getting it into that channel. Like this.
And this is where people will have a hard time
Getting
at the last top usually right there and want to use a tool to get a lever to get the last few inches in or something.
Exactly. Yeah. But there's a couple of tricks we can do. First off, what I do is when I'm here, if it's hard, it's just not going in.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually start again at the top. I'm using my feet again. So I have a pressure. And now what I'm doing is I'm pinching the two beads together into the middle of the rim. So it's down in that channel. It's creating extra space. I'm just pulling. Remember, rubber stretches, right? So I'm pulling, I'm putting pressure down to get this. You come up here, and now what I've done is I've created extra space. Pops right on.
Wow.
So now what we want to do is we want to seat the tire. So this is where we're going to go grab the air compressor.
Okay. And so we'll put air in it and that will
seat the tire.
Perfect. Okay.
I have a valve core remover. Yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove the valve core from the valve stem so we can open this up and create more of a channel for the air to come in and seat this tire. So I'll show you how. We're just going to set it on there and unscrew it, and you'll see the core comes out. Again, as soon as I don't need the tool, I'm using my hands. So here we go. Now we've got a clear channel in here. For the air. And we know that our air is ready because the compressor turned off. So let's go ahead and seat this bad boy.
So removing this core allowing more air in?
Yes. Yeah, so if you think about it, to get air in when this is in, right?
Yeah.
We have to unscrew this little tab. To create a channel of air, for a channel for the air. Then when we've got our air in, we tighten this in, and that closes the channel.
Right.
So now this is sealed. so no sealant can get out, no air can get out. So again, I open it, and now this little space down here is how the air can sneak in and fill.
Okay.
So if this is the way that the air was going through, think about how fast it could go through versus once it's been removed. Let me just take it out of this one so you can see.
Yeah.
So right now, here it is, right? This piece is in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I take that piece out, I can see through this.
Right.
You can see right through. Now the air can go right through instead of being channeled through this valve core.
And so this just makes it a just faster, just more efficient way to do the seating part.
Exactly. Because we need a lot of high pressure fast.
Yeah. Okay.
In order for it to fill, especially without sealant in there.
Right.
And then press the bead into the channel and seat it fully.
This is the process. You have to have preferably high pressure air to seat it.
Yes.
So doing this like at home yourself, if you don't have an air compressor, is like you can't.
No, you can.
You can. Okay.
If you have a 25 gram, I think it's gram, CO2 cartridge.
Okay.
That works great.
Here we go. And we're aiming for like 160 PSI would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not what you would ever pump up into it.
Right.
Just to seat it.
Just
very temporary.
Yeah.
So that was, you heard
that
the
was the, yeah. That's like snap bracelet.
Okay, so now we can double check that it's seated by looking here at this line all the way around. You see there's a line? Yeah, we want to see that line all the way around. We want to make sure it's not dipping. Hold on.
Which might be kind of hard to see in the video, guys.
Okay.
But
that's just showing us that it's evenly seated.
Oh, okay.
So if it wasn't, what we'd see is this line would be dipping in.
Okay.
And then we'd know it wasn't fully seated.
It would look kind of like the rim tape job, up and down the wall.
Okay, so now that I have it seated, I'm just going to let the air out. Nice and slowly so it doesn't pop out of the bead.
Yeah, okay.
That looks great. Awesome. And now what we can
that
do...
cracking sound is crazy.
I know.
Like, it's like, is it breaking? Like, no, we want to hear that. Or, you know, a lot of times you don't want to hear sounds.
Yeah. And if you think about it, we talked about that bead of the tire.
Yeah.
Fitting into the channel.
Yep.
That popping noise is it literally popping into place.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So stands, you do want to make sure it gets shaken really well.
Okay.
Mixed up really well, especially these have been sitting for a while probably, so we just want to make sure it's really all the little chemicals are
mixed together.
Well blended, yes. Okay, so now that we have this nice and shaken, I can just insert it through that valve because we still have that core out.
Oh,
right?
oh.
So I'm just gonna
God, I had no idea.
get it in here. I'm just squirting it in. Okay. And so I've got one bottle in, and now this is a 50 millimeter tire, so it's a little wider. They gave you 3 bottles, so we're gonna do 1.5.
Okay.
Of each. The way I think about it is like 2 ounces for a road or gravel.
Okay.
4 ounces, I'm putting that valve core back in. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put some more air in here. I'm gonna inflate it just so I can dispense the sealant around. So now I'm just gonna really make sure it's dispensed in there, right? So I'm just shaking the tire, spinning the tire. Sometimes I like to bounce the tire around, get that sealant really going.
I love this.
Okay.
This is something I'd be good at. Not steady hands.
And then for 50 millimeter tires, you are gonna run a lower tire pressure.
Okay.
I would use like the Silka calculator. They've got a tire pressure calculator.
Because it's dependent on like rider weight too, right?
Weight, what kind of terrain you're on,
okay.
all that stuff. I ride my 50s, I'm 180 pounds, and I ride my 50s at 27 in the rear.
Okay.
25. So this one is ready to ride.
That's my next question. I was gonna say, so I was thinking like skis and putting bindings, you gotta like glue set, but she'll be ready to go. Oh heck yes.
I love it.
I
like a new bike.
I'm so excited because I've been just riding road. I've taken it on gravel a bit, but yeah, my terrain and even just my road getting down from my house, these are gonna be game changers. So woo, one tire done, back tire to go.
And you're gonna do it.
And I'll do it, and I'll show you some of that journey.